Thanks for sticking with us on the Saturday morning. Elon Musk is betting big on self-driving taxis. The billionaire CEO unveiling a prototype this week for a driverless robo-taxi and announcing plans to bring his vision of autonomous driving to California and Texas as soon as 2027. For more on what this could mean for Tesla, the auto industry, investors, and you, the consumer, let's bring in CNET technology reporter Abror Al-Hiti. Abror, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
So Musk has been promising a self-driving taxi for years now. Tell us about this robo-taxi and what he's calling a robovan instead of a robovan for our viewers.
Yeah, that's really what we got to fix on here, because what an interesting pronunciation. Yes. So Elon Musk has been promising a self-driving car for a very long time, and a fully self-driving car, right? Not just full self-driving that Tesla has branded as something that isn't actually fully autonomous. So the robo-taxi, also called the cybercab, it uses cameras and vision instead of sensors like LiDAR to navigate. It looks futuristic, kind of this meld between a cybercab and kind of Tesla's other vehicles. But Musk says this will cost below $30,000, and that's something that I think people will remain a little skeptical of whether that price is a reality. And then he also says this could go into production before 2027. He said 2026, but let's just say before 2027 because sometimes he gets optimistic. So in addition to that, there's the robovan, which can carry up to 20 people. So he's really trying to kind of reimagine the way we get around. But there are a lot of companies that are looking to reimagine how we get around, and Tesla's going to face some stiff competition.
I'm glad you mentioned that. There are companies like Waymo who have been testing this technology for years in California. So what's the difference here? What is Tesla hoping to bring? Why should we care about Tesla's version?
Well, Tesla's going to try to say, we're doing things different. We're going to use cameras instead of things like LiDAR. And, there's going to be the Tesla branding that they're really going to lean into, and the very futuristic look of these cars. And, Elon Musk kept emphasizing this is what the future looks like. This is what the future looks like. But yeah, Waymo's been testing in California. I live in San Francisco. I ride Waymo all the time. There's another company called Zoox, which is owned by Amazon. They're still conducting testing as well, not open to the public. But what this vehicle from Tesla really has been emphasizing is the fact that there's no steering wheel, no pedals. You get into a Waymo now, there's still a steering wheel and pedals. It's a retrofitted vehicle. That probably won't always be the case. But Zoox, for example, also has no steering wheel or pedals. So again, there are some things that other companies are doing, some things that Tesla's going to try to do a little differently.
Understandably, there's so much excitement from the industry about autonomous vehicles. To be transparent, I've had a Tesla for the last 5 years. I love the car. I think it's very cool. However, you mentioned this earlier, the autopilot is nowhere near ready to drive on itself. So are consumers buying into this trend? And do you think he'll be able to fix that technology by 2026, or at least upgrade it? That's the word I was looking for.
It's a very optimistic timeline, right? There's a lot of work to be done here. And I think consumers are feeling a little skeptical about the timeline. I think investors are a little skeptical about that timeline, but Elon Musk has always been very ambitious about those timelines. I mean, he said in the past that, Tesla could have fully autonomous cars by 2021. Of course, that didn't happen. He's going to try again now. But I think the biggest thing that not just Tesla, but other self-driving companies really have to hone in on is that safety element, because do you as a consumer feel comfortable getting in a car where there's no driver? And so that's something that Elon Musk talked about during this keynote, but also other companies like Waymo and Zoox have talked about. So that's really going to be the telling sign.
Yeah, I'll be looking out for that. Very, very quickly here. Tesla stock taken several hits over the past few years, down over $150 a share. That was an all-time high in late 2021. How are Tesla investors responding to these new offerings from Musk?
Not very well, so far at least. The concern primarily seems to be the lack of detail we got during the event. There weren't really any hard facts about, how far along this vision is and how much of a reality it is that this could be achieved by 2027 at the latest. So Tesla's really going to have to give more details about not just the self-driving cars, but also the ride-sharing strategy that he's kind of mentioned on and off over the years.
Yeah, absolutely. Abror Al-Hiti, we hope you come back. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
And we're just 24 days. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.